What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you're having an amazing day. In today's video, as you read the title, I'm going to show you how to refine order blocks on smaller time frames. So if you're interested, make sure to stick till the end to get the most value out of it. But before we start the video guys, make sure you're subscribed to the channel to not miss out on future uploads. Also, feel free to share and like the video, and if you have any questions, please drop them down below. I always make sure to reply to every single one of you, okay? Also, feel free to join my free signal group on Telegram. We send signals there every single day, so make sure to check it out. And if you want to learn the strategies I use or book a one-on-one session with me, you can do that by DMing me privately on Telegram. You have my Telegram username link down in the description as well. Okay, so yeah, let's get straight into the video. My previous video, I showed you guys how to identify order blocks. Basically, very simple. Okay, I just showed step by step how you can identify order blocks on any single time frame. So I highly recommend you to go and watch that video if you haven't watched it. And after that, come back to this video because this video is a bit more advanced. I'm going to show you how to refine higher time frame order blocks on smaller time frames to be able to get a better entry. We are not going to discuss a lot about the entry today. I'm just going to discuss about how to refine order blocks on smaller time frames, and I'm going to leave the entry part for another video, okay? Because I want to take it step by step. My previous video, I explained very simple how you can identify order blocks. This video, I will explain how to refine. And in the upcoming videos, I will show you how to implement what we've learned and be able to trade like this, okay, with order blocks, using order blocks, how to get good entries, when to trade them, and so on. But for this video, I'm just gonna show you how to refine order blocks and nothing more, okay? And also, please make sure to watch the previous one. If you haven't, don't watch this one first, okay? Watch the previous one first because that's the basic beginning stuff, how to identify a regular order block, and then go ahead and watch this one to be able to understand how to refine it on a smaller time frame, okay? So from last video, we learned that a order block is basically the last up candle before a massive down move, or the last down candle before a big up push, okay? Very simple to understand. Also, for the people that do not have time to trade Forex every single day or still struggle being profitable while trading Forex, but still want to get setups like this, I highly recommend you check out my free signal group on Telegram. The link is down below. This setup was literally sent today. It was a buy limit pending order. All we do is send pending orders because like this, every single one of you will be able to make profits from the signals. And this one was sent in the VIP. Of course, if you want to upgrade to the VIP, where we do VIP live weekly coaching sessions every single week, you can do that from the free signal group. Okay, enjoy and thank me later. Now, how can we refine the order block? Well, we can go on a time frame like the H4. Okay, I'm just gonna give an example, and then from the H4 we can go down on the H1, refine it, and go to the M15, refine it, and then we will have a much smaller order block. Okay, our zone will get a lot smaller, therefore we could get a better entry. Okay, but I want to tell you guys, do not try to refine a H4 order block on the 5-minute or the 1-minute. The probability for it to get hit will be very slim. Okay, so don't go ahead, mark a order block on the H4, then go on the H1, then go on the 15-minute, then go on the 5-minute, then go on the 1-minute. No, that's not what you want to do. If you want to refine the order block up to the 1-minute, your starting time frame has to be either the 30-minute or the 15-minute, okay? You can then refine it on the 5-minute and then the 1-minute, but do not start on the H1, H2, H4 and try to refine it all the way to the 1-minute, because trust me, it's gonna be very messy and most of the times it won't even get tapped, okay? So don't worry about that. If you want to start with the daily, then your last time frame should be really the H1, and if you want to start with the weekly, the last time frame should be the H4, and if you want to start with the monthly, the last time frame should be the daily, okay? But I don't think everyone will start with the monthly because it will just take ages for you to trade. I'm just gonna give the most basic example. I'm gonna start with the H4, refine it on the H1 and on the M15. This is more for day trading, but of course, if you are a scalper, you can do the same with the starting time frame 30-minute or 50-minute and the entry refinement order block on the 1-minute, okay? I just wanted to get this very, very clear so that we don't have misunderstandings, okay? So right here, recent market structure. Okay, so we have a very clear order block here, a bullish order block. We're moving to the upside, which is this one, okay? It's literally the last down candle before this big up push. Okay, so we just marked our order block on the H4. Now, what do? We go on the H1 and we look for the same thing and see if we can refine it. So the last candle before the big up push is this one right here, and it's in line with our H4 order block zone, so there's no refinement on the H1. We just leave the zone as is, okay? Next up, we go lastly on the 15-minute, and on the 15-minute we can see if we can check if we can refine it, and we can. So on the 15-minute, as you can see, the last down candle before this massive up push was this one right here. So what we can do, we can actually refine the zone to this candle, and as you can see, the zone became much smaller. Okay, if you want to be safe, you can cover this low right here as well. And as you can see, the zone became much smaller. So instead of entering a buy on the top of the zone, which was right here with the stop loss right here, after the refinement, you can now enter the buy right here and the stop loss right here, which is a lot smaller, and you can get a much bigger risk to reward ratio. Okay, so let's make a quick comparison. So like this, we can get a 7.6R, but with the first order block with no refinement, we could have got a 3R. Okay, so you see the difference. You see the difference, how refinement works and how it can help us. Okay, but of course, you don't have to enter these order blocks blindly. You have to have other confluences as well, but I'm keeping this for the upcoming videos. Okay, in this video I'm just gonna show you how to refine order blocks on smaller time frame, and that's gonna be it. Okay, I'm gonna keep it very simple. So I'm gonna show you one more bullish example, and then I'm gonna show you a bearish one. Okay, so another bullish example is literally this candle right here before this massive up push. So this right here is a bullish order block. What do? We go on the H1, see if we can refine it, and we can. We can. This right here is the last down candle before the massive up push. Okay, so we can take this as our new order block, as our refined order block. Yes, this right here is a H1 order block as well, but since we started on the H4, we only take the H4 order block into consideration. Yes, we can mark this candle right here as a order block too, but like this, we will have 2 order blocks. But for me, if I know that this down is a H4 order block, I will just leave that, and I will just remove this one. Okay, I don't want to overcomplicate things because price can do this. Price can come, small reaction from this H1 order block, then go right through it and react to the H4 one and then blast to the upside. Okay, so for me, I know this is a valid order block as well, but since I have a H4 order block right below, I'm just willing to take that one instead. Okay, so I know you guys might ask, but this is an order block too. It is, okay, but as I said, I'm just taking this one into consideration since it's a H4 order block. So now, as you can see, we refined it and the zone is smaller. Let's see if we can make it even smaller on the M15. Okay, again, look, on the M15 we have this clear order block, but we have this one as well. We have 2 clear order blocks that weren't tapped in yet. But as I said, I have a H4 order block right here, so I'm willing to take that one into consideration more than these 2 ones. Of course, these 2 ones can hold as well, but as I said, I have my own confluence. And on the M15, this becomes our new order block because it's the last down candle before this up push. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to refine it, and as you can see, our zone became much smaller. Okay, so initially our zone started around here, so we would have entered a buy here with the stop loss right here. But now, since we have refined our order block zone, we can literally enter a buy here or look for a buy there and stop loss right here. And as you can see, the risk to reward, this is a 1.6R and this is a 6R. Okay, so you can see the difference, how big of a difference this makes. So let me show you one more example, this time for sell, for a sell opportunity. And oh, check this out, this one actually tapped in as well. Yeah, this one from the, I mean this one too, it tapped in here and rejected. This one too, it tapped here and rejected. So we are going to take this one. So we have a H4 order block right here, the last up candle, okay, before this massive down push. Let's just use the bar replay for this one. Okay, and now we do what? We go on the H1, see if we can refine it. On the H1, as we can see, our order block refinement could be this candle right here, but it didn't tapped. Okay, it didn't tapped. Sometimes this can happen too. But let's go on the M15 and see if we have some new order blocks in this zone, because if we have some new order blocks on the M15 in this zone, we can refine the order block to the M15 order block. Okay, so let's go right here, and as we can see on the M15, this right here isn't even valid. Why? Because this was the last up candle before a down push, but then it got back, it tapped in. This one was again the last one, it went, but then it got back and tapped in. So if the order block gets tapped in on the M15, it's not valid. We need to look for valid order blocks, and our first valid order block on the M15 is literally this candle right here, because then price went down, broke structure, and didn't come back. Okay, so we refine our zone to this one right here. Before I continue with the video, guys, if you are looking for a broker to trade Forex with, indices or crypto, I highly recommend EuroTrader. You can sign up with them by clicking the link down in my video description. This is the broker that I am currently using. I had no issues with it. They offer spreads as low as 0 pips. They have different account types, leverage up to 500, and their customer support is amazing. They have credit card withdrawals and deposits. Everything is very professional about them, so that's why I highly recommend you guys to check them out. Okay, so link is down below. Feel free to sign up with EuroTrader. And we have a second one right here as well. So in this situation, we have two order blocks. What we can do is we can wait for price to get here and then look for confirmations, or just place a sell limit on both. You know, it's totally up to how you want to manage it, but I'm going to keep this for upcoming videos and show you ways on how we can trade order blocks. But again, guys, why wasn't this a valid order block? Because this is the last up candle. Price didn't really even broke down. It broke down here. So this was the last one. Okay, so this candle right here was the last one. Let me zoom in. But because price, look, this one could be the order block, but then when price broke down, came back right up, touched it, tapped in, and then we have a new order block right here. Price then broke structure right here and came back, tapped into it, so this order block isn't available anymore, isn't valid. And then we have this candle right here, price went down but never came back. So this is the first valid order block. And then the second valid order block is this one, okay? So that's why we have two order blocks. And let's see how price reacted. So as you can see, it reacted to the first one, and we could have caught a nice, how much is this? A nice 3R with this order block. And then it reacted to the second one, which is right here. And as you can see, then price started to move downwards. Okay, so after this doji candle, You could have been like, okay, this order block is holding, let's just get in a sell, and the rest is history. Okay, I'm just gonna show you like this ran a lot, like this ran over 10R, I think, which is insane. And yes, you can catch these type of trades. Okay, you'll also get losses because aiming for this high risk to reward means that you will get a lot of losses than if you aim for a 1-to-1, let's say. As you can see, it's slightly missed the take profit, but that doesn't matter. I'm just showing you guys the example, and it would have hit anyways. It would have retraced a bit and then it would have hit. Okay, so literally this is how order blocks work. This is how you can refine them on smaller time frames. And in the future videos, I'm going to show you guys how we can put this all together and be able to look for trades using this technique, okay? Using order block refinement, market structure, all of this combined to be able to get some good entries with good risk to rewards, all right? So if you have questions, please drop them down below. I really think I explained everything as clear as I could, but still, if you have questions, do not hesitate. I always make sure to reply. And please make sure to watch the previous video as well before watching this one. And stay tuned to follow up when I post the upcoming order block videos, so you guys won't miss out. All right. That being said, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.